So module 3 gets into using some more difficult functions in our formulas. You are definitely going to want to go through the chapter because it explains what the different functions that we're going to be using are doing and how to set them up. And again, make sure that you download and unzip the files that go with that. And specifically what the chapter is covering is how to use the quick analysis tool, how to use the if function, which a lot of students have difficulty with because you're testing a condition and you're telling it to do one thing if it's true and another thing if it's false. We are also going to be using the AND function. You're going to learn how to use the round function to round a value. The difference between using a round function and formatting numbers to like 2 decimal places or 1 decimal place is the round function actually changes the number that's being stored. And when you format numbers, you are not changing the number that's being stored. You're also going to learn how to use the count A function. You'll be learning date functions and how to control the calculations in a workbook and worksheet. So quite a bit dealing with calculations in this chapter. Once you are done with the textbook chapter, then you're going to do the training. Once you complete that, you'll do the testing. And remember, the testing is identical to the training. The difference is you have 50 minutes to complete the testing exercises, and you're only allowed to redo those 3 times. So a maximum of 3 times for the testing exercises to get your best score. Then once you're done with that, you'll do the project. Project is set up like the other ones where you download instructions and you download a starter file. When you're done, you submit. And make sure you view the report so you can see how you did. If you did not get 100 out of 100, then you can resubmit, and you can resubmit up to 10 times. The quiz is something that you may want to take once you're done with the textbook chapter because it is on the information in the textbook chapter. And I would highly recommend having the textbook chapter open while you are taking the quiz, because the quiz is open book, open note. There's only 10 questions, but they're randomly drawn in, and you cannot retake quizzes. So open book, open note, no time limit. I would have the textbook chapter open while I'm doing the quiz. That way, if you're unsure of something, you can look it up. The discussion exercise is geared towards our general education outcome, which is quantitative reasoning. So when you go in here, you are given a scenario and you're shown a couple different worksheets. And if you want to download the workbook, by all means, go ahead, because some people actually like to deal with the files. But you need to analyze the information. And your role here is you're a consultant and you have been hired to help them cut costs and become more efficient. So they want to increase their profits and provide larger dividends to their shareholders. Okay, so this is their last 2 years. So based on your analysis, please answer the following question. Where are they losing money and how should they address the problem? So in your explanation, if you made assumptions about where they're losing money, you need to indicate what your assumptions are. And then you also need to indicate what data supports your recommendation, okay, or your analysis. And then you're going to read the other students' recommendations and respond to at least 2. Okay, and as long as you have indicated where they're losing money and what you think they should do, and you are supporting this with the data, and you've kind of laid out what your assumptions are, you'll get all of the points. And just in case you're not familiar with all of the formatting, anything that's in parentheses is negative. Okay, so that is your discussion exercise, and then you have extra credit if you want to pursue that. Because students do have problems with the if function, and formulas and functions in general are difficult for many students, I did include links to videos that explain how to do the if function. And the second video actually has a lot on formulas and functions. And in fact, there's different time intervals. So let's say we cover count A in this chapter and you wanted to see that section of the video, you just forward to 6 minutes and 15 seconds. I mean, if you want to watch the whole thing, you can, but there are things in that video we haven't covered yet. So you can just kind of forward to whatever sections you're interested in. And again, if you run into problems or have questions, please let me know because I am here to help you.